Welcome back to Live with Nicole Kelley. I'm Nicole Kelley, and we are here with Olivia Costello and Jordan Kroll, and we are talking about their new academy called Richmond Experimental Learning Academy. Ladies, welcome with us today. We're going to just jump right into our first question, and that is, how is the school unique? What makes it different from a public school?
Well, it's a little bit different because we're focusing on students' needs and their experiences related to learning, which of course all schools try to do, but we want to do it in a way that creates learning experiences that relate to their own lives. We're trying to move away from education that focuses on a teacher relaying information in one specific style, and instead we want to give the students the opportunity to engage and take control of their learning experiences with teachers more of a guide.
Great.
So that's why every classroom has some designated space where students can sit and just work together and feel comfortable with each other and the material.
Wonderful. So we know what your classrooms are going to kind of look like and feel for them. Can you tell me more about your curriculum and what that's like?
Definitely. We still have to abide by the Virginia state standards. We are based in Virginia. But we hope to approach them in a really unique way by trying to incorporate these standards in real-life experiences, like Jordan just said. And we want to have a lot of project-based learning, so learning dealing with real-life experiences.
Interesting. Okay. So how will you assess students? Will there still be grades, and will there be testing still, or how exactly does that work?
Well, we're of course still going to have grades, and in addition to the SOLs that we're required to administer, we're going to incorporate different year-long projects and portfolio-based assignments that focus more on student progress rather than test scores specifically. For example, every grade will have a year-long project they must complete in order to advance. Seniors, for example, will have to write and research persuasive speeches that at the end of the year they will present in a forum open to the community, just as a different way to evaluate them. However, we will, of course, have traditional tests and quizzes in order to reach all learning styles.
Great. How many students are you anticipating for this upcoming school year?
Well, we have enough capacity for 100 students, but currently our lottery is not finished, so we are still open, but we have the capacity for 100 students, and we fully expect that it will be filled. But we wanted to just point out that we really value small class sizes, which is why we want to keep the count low.
Great. And your charter mentions that you are a school for at-risk students. Are you expecting a diverse population because of that? And do you have curriculum for special needs and gifted students?
Well, yes to all of it. Richmond is a diverse city, and we hope that will be reflected in our school's enrollment. However, there is no way to predict that because we have a lottery system, so you can't really control any of that. But we've already hired a wonderful special education teacher, and she's been working with us to design some resources for our regular education teachers. She's willing to work with them before or after school. She'll come up with specialized programs for the students as needed, and she wants to do some co-teaching and inclusion classes if required.
Great. Can you be more specific about the learning environments that you've created?
Yeah. So like you said, classes are going to be small because we really encourage a lot of group work to go on in our classrooms because we think that they'll learn some valuable skills that will transfer into their real world, such as good communication and the ability to work well with others. But going along with group work, we really also encourage and promote inquiry-based learning where students ask and answer their own questions. And we're lucky to be in a city that has so many resources. So we've already planned some good field trips to local historical sites and museums. And we also want to take place of some of our the natural environments, such as the rivers around us, to have some nature studies. So we want to connect students' learning experiences with real-world experiences and with their local community.
Awesome. And how do you plan on preparing your teachers to teach in this type of environment?
Well, we're going to offer a lot of professional development for our teachers throughout the year to make sure they're up to date on educational trends, technology, and of course what's going on in the community. And with teacher accountability being such an issue, we are going to conduct annual evaluation, know areas that need improvement, as well as what they're doing well. And we are planning on hiring several less experienced just out of school teachers and the more experienced teachers. So we want to pair them up in a mentor-teacher program so they can work together and learn from each other, because we believe that collaboration between teachers is just as important as collaboration between the students.
Great. And the most important question, how do you plan on paying for all of this? Money's a big issue. What's the plan?
It's a really great question, Nicole. We get a lot of funds just as regular public schools do. So we get funds from the Virginia state sales taxes, from property taxes, and we also get some federal funds. But in addition to those, we also get some outside money. So we recently got a grant that was given to us by the Virginia Department of Education, and we're waiting to hear back from several other grants that we applied for. But also we have some private donors that are based mainly out of the Richmond area that are just really interested and liked our innovative approach to education. So we have definitely enough funding to source and staff our school, and we're really excited.
Great. Well, thank you for being here. Once again, we're here with the founders of Richmond Experiential Learning Academy, and we'll be right back after these messages. Thank you again.
Thanks.